Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun to send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. The Bitcoin dip, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Monday, the first Monday of 2026. Let's hear it. Oh, yeah, we love it. Happy 2026, everyone. Happy Monday. Wow, we have so much news. Politically, like we have the Venezuela stuff as Bitcoin is ticking up. We also have Tim Walz that is not going to rerun for Minnesota. We will talk about that in a moment. We have Sailor buying Bitcoin. We have people coming back. Are we bullish? Are we bearish in 2026? Also, Ledger had a data breach, and that's what everyone's freaking out about right now. I have the details, so wait for the spotlight. I got you, and then we have your coins to watch. So, if you're ready for the Zest news, the education, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal of 24,750 for the day. But overall, we have a goal of 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I would really love, really love with my whole heart if you shared out this stream and made sure people were subscribing to the channel. All right, we're going to get into it. We have a lot going on here. Okay. We have a lot going on here this morning, so we're just gonna dive right into it. I'm gonna say good morning to you as you say good morning to me, and check out our three amazing sponsors of the show, or two amazing sponsors of the show today, Cake Wallet and Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off. Go download Cake Wallet and Cupcake, which is like their offline extension, is very important when it comes to this data breach with our beautiful Ledger, even though I don't know. I haven't really advised Ledger for people to get, but everyone loves it, and this is why I'm like, because we do have some data breaches. We'll get into that later, though. Bitcoin is pumping. Let's say good morning to people. Silverback said, please sub on YouTube. Yes, please listen to him, please. We have Blackout, as always. Thank you for everything. We have Jesse, Mama Shadow. Brian is in the chat. Who else we got? Fitz, good morning. You guys are really chatting it up today. Doge Bull, nice to see you. Silverback, Silver Days is here. We have all the silvers. Nash, you know what? Nah, never mind. Because there was a question I had for you, but it probably shouldn't be on this live stream. One House, good morning. Joe Harvey, Ray K said there was a fake Fox News live stream on YouTube. Was it actually Fox's channel, or was it a fake Fox? Let me know. He said there was a fake QR code to send Donald Trump your Bitcoin. That sounds crazy. Auntie, nice to see you. Nice to see y'all. Hello. Who else we have over here? Doge Bull, Loco for Crypto. Yukio's on X. Nice to see you. Craig Guess Money. Nice to see you. Welcome. Mike Mazzone is on X. Peace is on multiple platforms. Sandman is here. Good morning. All right. Oh gosh, it's Gio. No. Wick, good morning. Nice to see you. Wick Sola Hefe is here. Welcome everyone. Welcome. We do have, whatchamacallit, we do have our first community after show of the year. So if you have not come by, then please do. It is free for everyone. And if you guys want to have access to the Wednesday and Friday shows, then you need to become a member of the YouTube channel and then connect your YouTube to Discord and you'll be right in there. It sounds very simple because it is. So we're going to dive into it. I appreciate everyone being here again. Please smash the like, subscribe, and share. Let's keep getting after it. I appreciate everybody. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. All right, so guys, Bitcoin is pumping today. The market is looking pretty good. Render, oh my gosh, been a minute since I've seen a real Render pump. Render is up 23%, Stacks is up about 14, Virtuals is about 25% in the green today. Look at Bitcoin testing our 94K. We're about 93.8 is what we need to test. We are at about our highs for the day at 93,348 at the moment, of about 2%. Bitcoin price is fluctuating right now. Again, could this be like maybe like the worst cup and handle we've ever seen? Yes, but you know what? Maybe we'll stay optimistic. Maybe we'll stay optimistic about it. Bitcoin has been the same price for about I don't know, a month and a half now. It's getting pretty still out here in the waters, but this might be the beginning of a pump, who knows? Although a lot of people are saying this could be a false move Monday, though we were pumping since last night. I even tweeted and I was like, yippee, we're pumping to $93,000 on a Sunday. We do like a Sunday pump. It makes things extra spicy for the start of the week, but overall, we want to really target this 94K. Beyond that, our next level to watch is about 97.4. 97K is a major resistance. And also, if we flip it to support, I think we could jet set right to the 200-day SMA at 106K. I really do believe that's a possible thing. And that's why I have a little rocket emoji to go support myself emotionally. Now, we do have the momentum, which shot to the sky, which is why I'm like, okay, you know what? This could be like the worst cup and handle we've ever seen, but it might work out since the momentum is so high. It might need a pullback. This is the highest momentum we've seen since July, mid-July. Where were we at? Well, if you look at mid-July, we were on a nice little run up to our 120K. So that's why I'm saying, like, the momentum is giving a little bit of pullback energy, although it could just soar and go to infinity. Who knows? We do have green money flow that is now popping through. The last time we saw green money flow was briefly back here at the end of October, but the last nice stretch we had was from May to August of last year. Can't believe 2025 was last year already. That's blowing my mind. VWAP is coming down just a little bit, although we do have the RSI, which is having a major pump. We are almost overbought. Apologies. We are almost overbought. Again, I think we need a nice little retrace on the momentum, a nice little retrace on the RSI, whether that happens today or in a few days. This is why they're saying it could be a false move Monday, because we have a lot of indicators giving us like, whoa, we just pamped out of nowhere. Although it's not really out of nowhere. We've been accumulating, we've been consolidating for quite a minute. So I would like to, again, see 94K and go right to that 106 if we pop through. That would be absolutely fantastic. I don't know. Are you guys bullish? Are you bearish? It is January. Are we bullish? Are we bearish? Put a rocket emoji if you are bullish. We're going to take a look at the monthly chart really quick because I forgot to do it last week. And it is a new month. It's a new year. We could look at the 12-month chart as well. Bitcoin just turned 17. Yay. All right. We have the beautiful Bitcoin. This isn't the monthly. This is the weekly. My bad. Thought I clicked the right button here. Now we do have Bitcoin, again, showing us the obvious that 94K or about this 93.8 is so darn important. Now, the most bullish level we can look at here on the chart on the monthly is 112. 112, we had wick highs here. We were testing it. We were just fiddling in the middle. Even more bullish, obviously, is our all-time high, or even so, that 117. But 112 is where my heart feels very warm and fluffy at the moment. Bearish level to watch on this monthly chart. Woof. I would say that's about that 76K. 76K. Money flow is still nice and green. VWAP, however, is slightly negative. I don't know how you feel. Geo, are we long? Are we short? Are we tall? Or are we short? Let me know. We do have a red dot printed, bringing down this momentum here on the monthly. Looking at this RSI, we are kind of chopping it up. We haven't hit the bearish levels though. The last time we saw some bearish action in the RSI was in 2023. I just feel like we've been chilling a lot. There hasn't been a lot going on for Bitcoin in terms of just like swings and like madness going on, which I think is the most bullish thing possible for Bitcoin. The most bullish thing possible is what's been happening. Now, even if we look at the weekly chart, because we are starting a new week, we might as well take a gander. Might be a slight cup and handle situation going on here. Like, I don't know. I would be very interested to see. But on the weekly chart, again, what are we looking at? 112. The monthly, the weekly is showing us 112. Is very, very important. I do believe Bitcoin is the best cryptocurrency, and I said it on Twitter yesterday. I did. We do have the momentum swinging on up. Post green dot. VWAP looks bullish and beautiful. We do have a nice green money flow on the weekly, and we had a little chop over here with the RSI. We're still considered bearish, but I do believe that we could have a nice kick. Could have a nice kick. I'm ready for it. If you guys are bullish, again, raid this chat. I need to see a raid. I didn't see enough. I need to see a raid of rocket emojis. Like, so many rocket emojis, like I'm blinded by the rocket. Let me see. So many rockets in the chat that Elon Musk is going to come in and be like, what's happening? That's how many rocket ships we need in this chat right now. Put those emojis. TikTok, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, Twitch. I don't care where you're freaking watching from. You're going to put a rocket emoji in the chat. Now, there were $260 million in liquidations regarding this price action. Bitcoin briefly touched that 93K on Monday. We are still here right now. Again, we are trying to peak to that $94,000 mark at the moment. And so looking over here, we had derivatives positioning, amplifying the move. Liquidations crossed $260 million over 24 hours, which in crypto isn't a lot, with shorts accounting for $200 million of it, and showing that late sellers were forced to cover as prices pushed higher. More than $121 million in shorts were wiped out in the past 4 hours alone, compared with less than $9 million in longs. Long liquidations remain comparatively modest throughout, pointing to a market where bearish leverage was crowded and vulnerable. On leading DEX perpetual focus platform Hyperliquid, shorts still accounted for roughly 54.4% of all liquidated positions versus that 45.6% in longs, according to Hyperdash. So we did have a nice amount of liquidations today, and even traders are saying that we're going to kick off the year with $100,000 Bitcoin, which I could believe. And again, we've had a lot of bottom energy when it comes to some signals on the chart. Bitcoin traders began 2026 on a positive note, snapping up options bets that target a price rally into 6 digits. There has been a notable increase in investor interest in the 100K strike January expiry call option listing on Deribit, the world's largest crypto options exchange by volume and open interest. Now, this call option gives the purchaser the right, but not the obligation, to purchase the underlying asset at a predetermined price at a later date. The 100K call option represents a bet that Bitcoin's price will rally above that, or rally above 100K on or before the expiry of the contract. And so in the past 24 hours alone, the number of active or open contracts in that particular option has increased by 420 Bitcoin, and that equates to a notional open interest growth of $38.80 million. The most among all January calls across all platform-wide expiries on Deribit, where one option contract represents 1 Bitcoin. So we have a lot going on, guys. A lot of money flowing around. People don't know where to look, how to feel, but Michael Saylor does, because Saylor and Strategy did acquire 1,287 Bitcoin. He just posted about it. They acquired 1,287 Bitcoin to increase their Bitcoin reserve to 673,783 Bitcoin and increase their USD reserve by $62 million to now $2.25 billion. That is quite ridiculous. That is quite ridiculous, I must say. It's a lot of Bitcoin, 673,000. I'm telling you, Strategy will own 1 million Bitcoin eventually. It's just going to happen because Saylor's a beast in that nature. As he describes himself on our podcast, he said he was an alpha male. He still is an alpha male. Thank you guys so much for being here. We have a lot of things going on. We have a lot of things going on. John Shanks is in the chat. Hello, everybody. If you have not yet, please become a member of this channel and put a nice little cookie emoji in the chat letting me know that you're a member. We're going to go ahead and get into breaking news headlines. I know I got into a few, but oh boy, there's political things. Things are getting very spicy. And okay, I'm not going to dive into it. I won't spoil it. Breaking news headlines. Let's go. Have you sipped your coffee yet? Because Tim Walz has, as he announced just about like 20 minutes ago, I don't even know, 30 minutes ago at this point. I just saw it right before he went live. Tim Walz said he is not running again. Oh boy, that's the best thing that could happen for Minnesota. Take a gander. Tim Walz, the current governor and ex-running mate of Kamala Harris, said Minnesota has to come first, always, as he claims. He said, today, I'm proud of the work we've done to make Minnesota the best place to live and raise kids. I've decided to step out of the race and let others worry about the election while I focus on the work.
Major breaking political news out of St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tim Walz will not seek re-election as governor, and what a fall from grace this has been for him. You might recall in the spring of 2023, he pushed through several progressive ideas to the state legislature that caught the attention of Barack Obama, who went to Twitter to give his endorsement for the programs, which eventually caught the attention of people like Kamala Harris, who chose him to be her running mate as the vice president. Introduced in Chicago at the convention in August of last year, a debate that was an absolute disaster with J.D. Vance at one point called himself a knucklehead. But after reportedly billions of dollars have been stolen from taxpayers, by way of the state of Minnesota, Tim Walz says he will not seek a third term. What a remarkable 2 years in the national spotlight has been for him, Dana.
Oh my God.
Trump in his
Oh boy. This guy goes, it was a great place to raise kids in Minnesota? With all the fraud, the billions of dollars in fraud? And the best part is that he got taken out by Nick Shirley, who, oh my God, what a savage, he comments, Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley's 23, everyone. I'm 22. This man is 23. And he literally exposed billions of dollars in fraud in the matter of a week. And he comments like it's darn savage and goes, you should have put Minnesota first when you had the chance. Instead, you let billions of dollars of fraud happen across your state. Anyways, I hear Quality Learning Center is hiring. Oh my gosh. Because even the learning centers had the phone number to Tim Walz's office and didn't even spell learning correct as Luring Center. That is so darn embarrassing, y'all. That is very embarrassing. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, no, this is just absolutely ridiculous, and I thought it was hilarious. Oh, okay, Fox, thought you wanted to play again. But yeah, no, I thought that was really hilarious, and I was like, okay, Tim Walz is out, and we knew that was going to happen eventually, but that's why blockchain, because all this fraud would not happen if we knew where money went, and you could call me Delulu, you could call me all of these things, but Bitcoin literally and crypto solves every single issue here. Now, it doesn't solve this issue of violence, because also breaking news in the political scheme this morning is that J.D. Vance's home got shot at, and I'm like, what? Arrests were made after windows were broken during in his Cincinnati home in Ohio. Seems like there were bullet holes here. They're saying it was broken into. I mean, how does somebody even get close enough to this man's house? I would think whether the man is home or not, because apparently him and his family were not home. But I would picture if they did even if they were at home, wouldn't Secret Service be all over this? And why is there so many security like lapses when it comes to Secret Service over the past like few years? I feel like this is very sus. When it was with like these other presidents that weren't on this side or on the right side of the spectrum, it seemed like they were pretty fine. But I don't know what's going on here. So this was the pictures they're showing us of JD's crib. So hopefully it's more secure now, but this is just ridiculous. Wow. Also, what everyone else is chatting about is the Venezuelan president, guys. I mean, obviously, like, we can't ignore what's going on. The Nike tech is really what got me, though, because so my generation is all about the Nike techs, right? And so, like, please explain to me, like, I feel this is the thing too, because the White House TikTok, I don't know if you guys are on TikTok or anything like that, but the White House TikTok is so good that it has Gen Z in a chokehold. And amongst Gen Z, there is a big move right now to stray away from Nike techs, because a lot of men were wearing Nike techs. And if you don't know what a Nike tech is, it's that sweater that the president of Venezuela is wearing, right? So my generation, we were just doing a whole shift where women were going from not dressing appropriately to going business casual. And then the men were going from Nike techs to quarter zips and matchas. And so this was a very good move for my generation. However, I fear that because Trump went all swagalicious and gave the president of Venezuela a Nike tech, that it's going to wipe out the whole quarter zip movement from my generation, which I hope it does not. Please, men, please wear your quarter zips and sip your matcha. But this is the Venezuelan president apparently got kidnapped with his wife over the weekend by Donnie T, and they took him back to New York. Right now, they're in New York about to get indicted, and the people of Venezuela are freaking losing their minds. They are so happy. They're very pleased. People are like dancing in the streets for real that this man was just taken out of Venezuela. And a lot of people there struggled. There was 300% inflation, I believe, when it comes to Venezuela. So people were just, again, depleted of purchasing power. They had very minimal resources. And it's because of someone like this with very poor leadership. And so the U.S. carried out a large strike to Venezuela on Saturday morning. And so the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi later announced that Maduro and his wife had each been indicted in the Southern District of New York over various drug trafficking and weapons charges. And Bitcoin has been going up ever since. But like this was the visual, the Nike tax. That just freaking got me, bro. So apparently, and how this relates to crypto, because we're a Bitcoin and crypto podcast here, is because there's a Bitcoin advocate that is running to replace Maduro in Venezuela, which again would be great if they went very pro crypto there, because even in general, people on the streets are using Lightning Network.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
From a market perspective, what would happen if Venezuela liquidity their Bitcoin's holdings?
Let me do a little googly. Thank you for the super chat, Aram. Let me take a gander. How many Bitcoin do they hold right now? I don't believe it's in my article here. Yeah, it's not, because I was like actually thinking about that before. Hold on. How many Bitcoin does Venezuela? Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. I didn't think this was true, but apparently it is, according to Binance. Venezuela, analysts have speculated, so maybe it's not finite, who knows? Venezuela has been converting assets into Bitcoin through gold exchanges and settling oil transactions with Tether. It's estimated that the country holds around 600K Bitcoin, which is just about the amount that Saylor owns. Valued between 56 billion and 67 billion. Wow. So if they do liquidate it, honestly, I don't think anything bad would happen. I think it would just get bought up. Or maybe because the U.S. is basically going to take over the place, I believe, in the interim. I think Marco Rubio is going to be taking over Venezuela up until maybe they have a new election or whatever. I would picture maybe the US uses it and adds it to our stockpile because, Donnie T took their ships, he took their oil, and he's like, you know what, we'll take their Bitcoin too. So that might be the case. It might not be that they sell it. It might be that the US just takes it. Yeah, and it's embarrassing. That's so true too. Like, how does Venezuela have so much more Bitcoin than the US? It's just making us look bad. But following the capture of the president of Venezuela, attention has turned to their transition to new leadership, and one Bitcoiner is in the running to lead the charge. Maria Corina Machado, Venezuelan opposition leader and winner of the Nobel Peace Prize in 2025, is the second favorite to lead Venezuela's shift away from authoritarian rule under Maduro, who has been transferred to New York to face federal charges related to narcotics, trafficking, and corruption. Now, from Kalshi, it shows the odds that Machado has a 28% chance of leading Venezuela by the end of 2026, trailing only unitary platform's Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia at 32%, who is widely believed to have won Venezuela's election in May, but was blocked from assuming the presidency by Maduro's United Socialist Party. So again, this man got voted out, yet he stayed in the president's seat. He literally was like, nah, I ain't leaving. Now, in third is Vice President Delcy Alonia Rodriguez at 27%, Maduro's former running mate, who was appointed acting president by Venezuela's Supreme Court following his capture. I mean, I think that woman's going to be out. If she has anything to do with him, she's out. So I'm going to say peace to that. Haven, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. But yeah, I think it's probably, I would hope that it's Maria. I hope Maria takes the W here. Someone that's Bitcoin forward, maybe like has freedom. And while speaking with the Human Rights Foundation Chief Strategy Officer Alex Gladstein in late 2024, Machado envisioned making Bitcoin a national reserve asset and assisting its adoption as a payment solution. Being that they already have 600,000 Bitcoin, it would be smart. She said Venezuelans found a lifeline in Bitcoin during hyperinflation, which I mentioned before, using it to protect their wealth and to finance their escape. She said, it has evolved from a humanitarian tool to a vital means of resistance. We are grateful for the lifeline Bitcoin provides and look forward to embracing it in a new democratic Venezuela. Freaking yes. Yes. That sounds fantastic. I agree. Thank you guys. Yes, that sounds fantastic. However, Donnie T is not a fan of her. He says, I think it would be very tough for her to be a leader. She doesn't have the support within or the respect within the country. She's a very nice woman, but she doesn't have the respect. And so, again, he thinks she's a chill guy or a chill woman, but she doesn't have the respect. And as a woman, like, there's two sides I see to things like this. And one is like, I think it would be fine to have like a woman president. I don't see anything wrong with that. Although, again, being in a lot of different parts of the world where women aren't on the same pedestal as men, it might make Venezuela's life or their next few years a lot harder if she's in the presidency, being that, again, a lot of men and a lot of leaders don't support women in positions of power. So it might actually put them at a disadvantage in a lot of different ways. However, I do believe that women can be presidents and do really well at it. So it just comes down to like how she goes about it, what her attitude is, and if she can execute and win the favor of all these other men from other countries. Right, Ricky? Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Trillionaire, thank you for all the gifts and the love over there. I see you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, we're going to also go back into more crypto news, but that is what's going on with Venezuela. They could potentially have a Bitcoiner as president, and let's hope it goes in that direction because they need something in Venezuela. Like, the inflation has been stupid over there, and it's just horrible. But like she said, it's a lifeline for them. So thank God for Bitcoin. Now, we do have banks, we have things and a lot of action going on here. Now, PwC expanded their crypto business. Take a gander at this. And the CEO is very bullish right now. PricewaterhouseCoopers decided to expand their crypto business, again, holding crypto business, after a shift toward clear U.S. regulation, citing new leadership at regulators and progress on stablecoin legislation, according to CEO Paul Griggs. He said, apparently the SEC, everyone's doing quite swell, and there are a bunch of major developments, including the Genius Act, which of course help institutions and all these stablecoin issuers. And he said regarding the Genius Act that the Genius Act and the regulatory rulemaking around stablecoin, I expect, will create more conviction around leaning into that product in that asset class, adding that the tokenization of things will certainly continue to evolve as well, and PwC has to be in that ecosystem. You know how he said he has to be in that ecosystem? Because if you are not in crypto, if you are not starting your blockchain journey, you will get left behind. This is the only way forward. Digital revolution is now. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. So PwC is going to do all the above in crypto. And there was a list of crypto-related services on their website, including accounting, cybersecurity, wallet management, and regulatory advice. And so they're saying they have a variety already of clients across the industry, such as exchanges, TradFi institutions, governments, central banks, regulators, and policymakers. Oh, would you freaking look at that? They threw in some central banks. Why'd they throw in some central banks? Because they all want their own CBDCs. And they're going to say, well, we're going to do a stable coin first. No, they're going to go straight for the CBDCs. PwC knows that. And they're like, listen, you know what? If we could get some money out of them before that, then that's what they're going to do. The central banks are probably buying Bitcoin and doing all these things behind your back. And we just have no idea because we're sitting here waiting for their... Oh.
I'm 55 and never growing up. Happy New Year.
Jimmy, is it your birthday today or something? Jimmy, oh my gosh, that's my Uncle Jimmy right here. Holy freaking wow, you scared the bejesus out of me, dude. Thank you so much. Shout out to my little cousin, Taco. Oh my gosh, wow, what in the word? What in the word, Jimmy? You scared the bejesus out of me. Or should we all be saying happy birthday? I gotta go check my phone. I always have reminders set for people's birthdays. No way. Wait, I feel like I just said happy birthday to you, Jimmy. Am I crazy? I have to look at this. I have to look at this. Hold on. Is it already your birthday again? Like a whole other year went round? No way. Uncle Jimmy, you're killing me, bro. Happy New Year to you. You said remove raves and grow up. I don't even know what that means. Oh, yeah, okay. I was about to say, it's not your birthday. Yeah, so I was just like, I think I'm going to remove raves from the show, guys. Like, I just feel like once we get to the rave, then a lot of people leave. And I feel like, you know what, maybe we'll retain viewership if people know we're not going to rave anymore. So that's kind of like where I am right now. Uncle Jimmy, you scared me. Thank you so much. Let's talk about Bank of America. This was another hot headline today. They're letting wealth advisors recommend, not Bitcoin, but Bitcoin ETFs. This is breaking news today. Bank of America is making crypto a more routine part of their U.S. wealth business, allowing advisors across Merrill, the Bank of America Private Bank, and Merrill Edge to proactively recommend spot Bitcoin ETFs. Bank of America's Chief Investment Office, CIO, has approved 4 ETFs: Bitwise, Fidelity, Grayscale, and BlackRock's IBIT. Now, these 4 are among the largest and most liquid spot Bitcoin products on the market, and so Samar Sen, APAC head at institutional trading platform Talos, said these 4 names are among the top names running digital asset ETFs due to their experience, assets under management, or AUM, and track record. They also invest in complex infrastructure that allows them to risk, manage, and execute in a highly efficient way. So Bank of America is recommending roughly 1 to 4% sleeve for suitable clients, subject to each client's risk profile and regulatory requirements in their jurisdiction. And so this is big because over 1,500 wealth advisors could go and forward this to their clients. And so a few years ago, it was like, oh my gosh, no one's going to buy Bitcoin. We'll never have Bitcoin a part of the banking system. Now we have the ETFs, and now we have the Genius Act. So the banks are all like, yippee-ki-yay, we're going to go all bullish on Bitcoin now. But that's the scoop for you. Bank of America, 1 to 4% for their clients for the recommendation of a Bitcoin ETF. Is this bullish? Is this bearish? As Bitcoin is trying to target $94,000, we have a nice little scoop here on the chart. I feel like, did we hit 93.8? I think we hit 93.8 so far. And so let's hope for a nice bullish week. And the first full week of 2026. I cannot believe it's 2026. But what I really can't believe is that Ledger had yet another problem related to customer data. Oh boy, spotlight starts now. Ledger had another data breach, guys. Ledger had another data breach. People are going to be upset. Why is this happening? Randy, should we have listened to you? I say things because I say things on the internet, and because I can. But I've always told people that I don't like the data breach because that happened last cycle. Because if somebody can find your name and find your address through Ledger, then they know, oh, this person must own a Ledger. Then they own Bitcoin and crypto. How much do they own? Can I show up to their house and try and get it from them against their will? Yeah, those are things that are gonna happen because of breaches like this. And I don't freaking like it. I also don't like that on Ledger that you could shard your recovery phrases and it distributes to like 3,000 different people. No! You should never be able to shard or extract your private darn keys. I'm dropping things. And so if you have your crypto on a ledger, it is safe. However, your data may not be. And so ZachXBT outed it this morning and said, community alert, Ledger had another data breach via payment processor Global E, leaking the personal data of customers' name and other contact info. Customers received this email saying Global E recently identified unusual activity on a portion of our network. Immediately after we became aware of the unusual activity in our cloud systems, we took action to contain and ultimately secure our systems. We retained independent forensic experts to conduct an investigation into the incident, and we were able to determine that some personal data, including name and contact info, were improperly accessed. Now, contact info, I would really love to know if that means phone number, email, address. Like, all of these things are so important. Oh my word, so important. And so this has happened yet again. And so if you have your information tied to Ledger and you bought one, I don't like it. I don't like it. Keystone is so freaking savage, bro. Oh my God, I'm laughing right now. Ha ha ha, giggle wiggle. Look at freaking Keystone, another hardware wallet. Comments under, time to pivot to Keystone. This is stupid savage. I kind of love Keystone for that. We love a troll. Now, I'm talking about Ledger, my friend Mark Savage. We're talking about Ledger. They had a data leak where if you bought a Ledger or their retail partner, if they're, how do they describe it? Their payment processor, yes, that's the word, their payment processor is leaking your information, your name and contact info. What does contact info really mean? I guess we'll find out when someone gets robbed. Unfortunately, I hope that doesn't happen, but we don't like when things like this occur. Anyways, we do have coins to watch. That's the thing we do on the show as well. We are also going to dive into Discord right after this for free for everyone. It's open to everyone and their mother. Just join Discord. We're going to be in the community stage and hang out. However, on Wednesdays and Friday, we are always guarding that by memberships. So please go ahead and become a member of this channel. Support us. All right. Hello, JBZ. Nice to see you. Chainham, nice to see you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Please smash the like, subscribe. Let's do it. We're going to go into coins to watch. Now, here we go. We have your gainers and your losers. Top gainers today is Virtual up 23%. Renders up 20%. Lighter, lit, up that 12.6%. Stacks is up 12.7%, and FET is up 9.4%. Now we do have losers. MYX is down 20%, leading the way there. Knight Oh, is going into its good night, down 8% today. Bonk getting slapped with about 7.5%. In the red. Pingu slagging on Melton Ice, down 5%. And Story, hopefully their story does not end at 4.8%. I feel like I just brought some lore to all the losers today. Now we do have Ethereum. Let's take a gander. $3,162. Finally over 3,000. Holy wow, it's been a minute. Now we finally broke through that 3,000. Again, we had to hold support at 2,800. That was a whole thing. $2,800 support. We breached it. Let's do it. I would love to see maybe a little cup and handle type action going on here. You know, the top of the cup at about 3,300, dip back down to 3,000, and then jet set past the 200-day SMA and go right to 1 million. Woohoo! But ideally, yes, that is the case where we want to go bam, handle, and then up. That we can manifest it. Hopefully that's the case. But either way, without the handle, we should have a lot of room to run, especially holding support here at 3,300 is critical. It dates all the way back here to 2021. 3,300 is the spot to watch. I'm telling you right now, it's the spot to watch. Obviously, the golden zone is sitting here at 4,200. We want to get to $4,000 ETH. I believe all of this can happen with a blink of an eye. Blink of an eye. I remember last year when, hold on, I gotta find the date. I could probably actually find it on the chart. Let's do this. July 2025. No, it was earlier. We broke 4,000. Yes, it was right here. December of 2024. I remember I was line dancing with my friends. Oh my gosh, it was actually this Friday. That is so freaking funny because everyone was like, oh my gosh, is Ethereum going to break $4,000? And I remember I was out line dancing with my friends and I was actually out past 9 p.m. It was about 9:30. I remember it was 9:30 and I was freaking out. I was looking at my phone. I was like, oh my God. And my friends are like, Randy, are you okay? I was like, Ethereum just hit $4,000. They're like, what? And I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go outside for a minute. I gotta focus. So I remember going outside. I left all of my friends. I said, I can't deal with anything right now. Left my friends, went outside, and I was like, oh my word, $4,000 ETH. I started tweeting. I was tweeting. I remember it like it was yesterday. That is freaking hilarious. So I don't know why I had that memory. I had to share it with you. But I was line dancing when ETH hit 4K last year. Now I'm hoping to do that again. Hopefully I am line dancing. Maybe that's what Ethereum needs. Maybe I need to go line dancing for the market to pump. I think I figured it out. Holy wow. Someone said I'm wonderful. Thank you. D-Trillionaire, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. I need to go line dancing, y'all. Momentum is shooting for the moon. Nice green money flow. Finally, last time we saw it was a little smidge in October. Before that was basically May to August? Oh, May to September, yes. And then we're also taking a gander at this RSI. RSI is booming. But again, typically when you have a run up like this, we typically come back down. I'm not trying to be a bearer of bears, but we will see what happens. I am bullish either way. Litecoin. It's the right coin. And everybody loves Litecoin. Put Litecoin emojis right now. Make me so happy. Put Litecoin and ETH and Doge and Digibyte and Bitcoin and XRP and Cardano emojis. Put every emoji you have, please. Oh boy. Yeah, no, Philip, that's what I said before, man. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's what I said before. Before I get into Litecoin, that's what I said before. I was like, listen, maybe it's like, I said maybe the US is going to take their Bitcoin. They have 600,000 Bitcoin. We have not bought any for our stockpile. So I think that maybe it's the 4D chess, y'all. Maybe it's the 4D chess. Christopher said, thank you so much, Randy. May God continue to bless you and your platform. I received my profits. Go off. Yay, thank you. Stephen is praying to meet me one day. Listen, I'm around. I'm around at these conferences, so you'll catch me. I'll let you guys know where I'm going. $83.16 Litecoin up 1.1% today. Yippee-ki-yay. We want to hold this $74. We're looking at 87 as our bullish scenario at the moment. We do love $87 Litecoin. Don't ask me why. It just happens that way. We do have a 200-day SMA at $99, which is a psychological level, trying to hit that 100. money flow is still in the red, surprisingly. We do have the VWAP cascading just a little bit. Hopefully it maintains its bullish momentum in some shape or form. Though we do have the RSI that broke through that neutral, we are now steadily bullish. I think we're looking really good on this. We're looking really fantastical. So again, we want to push for that 87, eventually break into $90 Bitcoin, Litecoin, sorry. $90 Litecoin. That's what I would like to see. Guys, is it snowing by you? Can I know? Is it snowing? What kind of weather do y'all got? Throw that in the chat for me really quick. I'm genuinely curious. What weather do we have? Today, it is about 60-something degrees here. I want to know, how do you guys feel? Like, are we bullish? Are we bearish? Are you in the snow? Are you in the sand? Ghana legalized crypto. Go off. We love that. We always report on all of our high status international news. But I am very bullish. I think this is a very beautiful time to get after it with Bitcoin. I did actually put out an educational video, and I would like if you guys could go and share it out. I just want to leave y'all with this because a lot of people are saying we need an education in this space, but then people like to only engage with degenerate content, and I'm trying to display that maybe we should have more education over hype, and especially because very high status people told me when I was in Dubai and Abu Dhabi that the space needs educational content, and that like literally I'm the only one that does that. So now my mission for 2026 is to do education that seems so stupid. Like, for us, obviously, it's like, oh, we know how to transact Bitcoin. But for other people, hitting the send and receive button is like, wow, what does that even mean? So we're going to be doing like the most basic crypto content, like the most basic intro to Bitcoin content. That's where we're at right now, especially because Bitcoin is breaking out. People are going to start paying attention because they're like, oh, I just got all these Christmas presents. Maybe I got some money in my card. What am I going to go buy? Bitcoin. Take a gander. Man, in 2026, I just want to get some Bitcoin, but I don't know how to get started. If this is you, listen up. First, you want to get on an exchange. That can be your PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or crypto native platforms like Coinbase, Gemini, OKX, and Binance based off of where you are in the world. Once you get on an exchange, think of it like an airport. At the airport, you can say, here's my 20 US dollars, exchange that for euros. And there's an exchange of currency. That's the same thing that's happening on an exchange, but digital. So I'm exchanging my dollars for the equivalent in Bitcoin. If you want to make things easy for yourself and you're looking to buy every week, every month, every platform that I have been on has had the option to have a recurring buy. So you can set $10 for every Friday, and every Friday it would automatically be deducted from your credit or debit card that you use or your actual bank account. Depending on the exchange, you could select either. Let's go back to the airport. I exchange my dollars for euros. I have my euros and I put them in my physical wallet so I can walk away and go spend it. It's the same thing on a crypto exchange, where if you go to buy Bitcoin, then you put it in your digital wallet so that way you have control over it and you're able to go spend. You're not just going to leave it on the exchange like in the airport. You wouldn't leave your euros on the table and say, hey, I trust you, I'll come back later. That's not how it works, and you should do the same with your Bitcoin. Once you download a wallet, it's very simple. They will give you an extended password, which we like to call recovery phrases in Bitcoin. That's because if you lose your device that you have the app on or the wallet on, then you're able to go ahead, get a new phone, re-download it, enter those recovery words, and all your funds will be recovered. They will come back. This password or the recovery phrases are very important. It's just as important or more important than your social security number. So just like how you wouldn't put your social security number out on the internet, you wouldn't want to do that with your recovery phrases either, because once someone has those, they can access your money. Your final step of being a true crypto native is being your own bank. So you have your wallet downloaded, you wrote down your recovery phrases, you're going to click Bitcoin, press receive, and you'll either see a QR code or an address or both. And so an address is basically an extended username. You're going to copy that, go to your exchange, paste, and just press send. That is all you need to do, just like how on PayPal, you would enter your friend's username, enter the amount of money you're gonna send them, and just press send, and they get it. It's that simple. This was your beginner's guide to Bitcoin in 2026. If you found this helpful or want reviews or tutorials, smash a like, comment your thoughts down below, share this out with friends, give me a follow, because people need to know. So how do you guys feel about that? I want to know, how do we feel about that type of content? Do we want more? Do we want more? Because I definitely want all of that love in the comments here. Please go under this, like, retweet, comment if you haven't already. A lot of people got a lot of different weathers out here. We got 30 degrees. We got nice sunny Texas. Texas is awesome. We do love Texas. Don't remove the raves. I don't know, y'all. I think I'm going to have to put the raves on pause because we're not like, I don't know. We need more likes in this chat. We only have 78 likes. We only have 78 people watching. Like, I don't think I'm going to do another rave until we hit 150 likes on a show. I think that's it. I think we're going to call raves a quit. Like, we're going to quit him until we go ahead and get 150 likes consistently on the show. So I think we're going to cut it. But yeah, no, please go ahead and show some love over here. I might put the raise on pause until we hit 25K subs. Like, listen, a lot of y'all might be upset with me, but I can't do it on a weekly basis if we're not hitting our goals. And if we're not like hitting 25K subs, I need to make it more sparing. It can't be a weekly thing. It cannot be a weekly thing. Unless we get some action. I need the community to really like step up here. Like we need to like share this out. We are the only channel that gives away money on holidays. We are the only ones that really go live on holidays. We are out here like, spreading the good word. We are very good with the community. We are very good with the community. So I hope that we go ahead and smash the likes. Smash the likes. Share it out. Yeah, like we need to be sharing out all the streams. Like we need to smash like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, we need to pamp the channel. I am sick of sitting back. I am sick of like, oh, you know what? We'll just do no. We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. Not doing anything. I just really want to blow up this channel. I also feel like the raves aren't the most mature thing in the world, and so I feel like I don't know. I feel like we need to step up the maturity of the channel, and I don't know if raves fit in the maturity of this channel. I'm gonna see though. I'm gonna see how I feel, but I definitely know that we need a lot more of sharing in this community. Like we need to share out this stream like 1,000,000 times over. Warpaint said YouTube won't let me add a like. Try to refresh. But we are gonna take a break from the raves, and I'm also going to maybe take a break. I'm going to do like a fast this month. I think I'm going to do a fast, but before I start fasting, I do have bagels to show you.
Randi Hipper. I'm a Bitcoin bestie.
Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it.
Why, thank you, Michael Cartwright, for 5 memberships. I appreciate it. All right, what did Laser say? All right, this is the heaven of the day, which is beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at this. Cinnamon, wait, what is it called again? Brown sugar cinnamon butter. And we got this morning. I felt guilty about it, but we did get some bagels. I wanted to do the first Monday of 2026 correct, and get after it. So that's what we got here. Let's break off a piece. Okay, we're breaking off a piece, and we're gonna do a beautiful little rip. We did our rip, grip, dip. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Holy freaking wow. And I accidentally bought a second one of these by accident, so I'm gonna give it to my friend. But I am gonna do a fast. I'm planning on skipping breakfast for the next 20 days. John Shanks, thank you so much for becoming a member. Please support the channel, guys. Thank you, John. But I am planning on doing like some light fasting for the next 20 days or something. I feel like it's something I need to do, very spiritual. But I am going to do some fasting. So I was going to start it today, but then I was like, okay, I wanted to do this for y'all because I know you guys love the bagels. But I'm going to start like I'm going to sacrifice some things, and do some spiritual, discovery this month. So that's my whole spiel. So I'm planning on not getting bagels again until like the end of the month. And so we'll see how it goes, but I'm trying to do some fasting. Thank you guys so much for being here, by the way. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for supporting the channel the way that you do. We want to make sure we keep getting after it together, spreading the good word about life, love, and liberty and Bitcoin. So please make sure you guys spread love to somebody today. You go ahead, you smile at someone, do something good for someone else today. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you have not yet, please become a member of the channel like John Shanks just did, and how Michael Cartwright just gave 5 of you memberships, because you get access to the Wednesday and Friday after shows. But on Mondays, it is free for everyone. So just go into Discord and hang out with us. We're going to hang in there right now. This week is absolutely insane. For like, I'm wall to wall, back to back this week. So I'm definitely going to have like a lot going on. So just bear with me. Bitcoin's about to hit $94,000. Wait, did we hit it already? We're at 93.9. Wait. Holy word, what? Hold on. Oh, shoot. Oh, we hit $93,966. No. Whoa, hold on. Guys, we're pumping. You know what? I might post hold on. You know what? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Okay. I have a lot of stuff going on. I have things to figure out. We're going to keep getting after it, though. Watch out for Bitcoin. We might do a little pumpy pump. So keep calm, huddle on. Go into Discord right now. We're going to talk about the charts in Discord right now. Smash the like, subscribe, share this out with friends. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow. And as always, stay zesty. Mwah. Bye.